Okay, problem number one, nasa proof of cash tayo. So Sasi Company provided the following data for the month of July. So we have the information coming from the book, which is the cash in bank, and the information coming from the bank shown by the bank statement. The first you need to do is, syempre, gumawa ka ng ganitong template. Okay? Sa papel or sa computer. So we will use the adjusted method. Adjusted book saka adjusted bank balances. Dalawa. So sa tingin ko, ito yung pinaka-best method kasi para malaman natin dapat ang adjusted balance per book ay dapat umequal sa adjusted balance per bank. Kapag nagkataong tama na yan, your problem or your solution, confident ka, tama yung answer natin. After you have considered all of the data presented in the problem. So now, we populate yung information based on the problem information. Una, yung balance on June 30, 1 million. So you will put the balance on June 30, 1 million. And the receipts is 4 million, the book debits, no? So debits yan, ibig sabihin, on our book, debit is equal to the increase of the asset, increase particularly sa cash. So that is considered as a receipts. So 4 million. Then lahat na na-credit noong July, 3,600,000. We ignore muna yung mga data na binanggit dito because these are the reconciling items. What we're doing first is we put the record based on the unadjusted balances per book and per bank. So we have already populated yung mga book balances. Then next is yung ipopulate naman natin yung balance naman per bank. So as we see on our problem, yung balance ng June 30 per bank is 1,650,000. Then we have the receipts. Receipts is the increase, no? We're talking about kapag receipts and disbursement, particularly ito yung current month, referring to the July. So all these are the July receipts and July disbursement. Same manner with this one, receipts and disbursement. However, challenging sa part ng bank because the point of view of bank, lahat ng sinabing dinebit sa kanila ay nag-minus. Contrary to our book, kapag dinebit, nag-increase. Kasi point of view naman ng bank ito. Therefore, lahat ng na debit sa kanila na 2,500,000, that is actually a disbursement, no? Nag-minus yan sa book natin, sa balance natin. Na-debit tayo ng 2,500,000, that is disbursement. And lahat ng credit on the point of view of the bank is other known as our receipts. So papasok yan, 3,500,000. Okay, so next is, kailangan nating malaman yung ending balance ng July 30. Okay. Paano ba nalalaman ang ending balance ng July 30? So sabi natin, if you presented in a format, no? So format ko na lang, June 30 balance plus yung receipts, then minus disbursement equals July 31 balance. Okay, unadjusted. So we have 1 million. We have 4 million. Then we have disbursement of 3,600,000. So plus 4 million minus 3,600,000. Therefore, on July, supposedly, the balance is 1,400,000. Okay? So let us color this one. Green muna. Next, for bank balances, syempre we need to compute yung ending balance ng July. Same manner how we computed the ending balance ng per book. So June 30 balance, we have 1,650,000. Then on the receipts is 3,500,000. Then 2,500,000 disbursement. We have the ending balance per book of 2,650. Okay? So this time, let us color it yellow. Okay. So we have already populated the beginning balances. We go back to the problem. So okay na tong 1 million. So we have the book debits for July, which is a 4 million. However, including in June credit memo, noted for note collected 300,000. Again, etong credit memo is for June. Okay. Ano ba yung mga bank reconciling items? No? A book reconciling items. Kapag sinabing book reconciling items, we have the credit memo and the debit memo. This is a decrease, this is an increase, this is a decrease. Then we have the bank reconciling items. We have the deposit in transit, outstanding check. This is the increase, this is a decrease. Okay. Now, as part of our presentation ng proof of cash, we need to identify itong mga rows na to, no? So, lagyan muna natin, balance per book is we have the CM for June, the CM for July, then the debit memo for the June, then debit memo for July, and errors if there's any. So these are the box approach, no? Box approach, ipipil upan na lang natin para hindi ka maligaw. So again, per bank naman, we have the deposit in transit for June, deposit in transit for July. We have outstanding check for June, outstanding check for July, and errors if there's any. So now, we go back. Book debits for July, including June credit memo. So we're referring to the June transaction about credit memo. Ito, June transaction, dito, a credit memo of 300,000. What is a credit memo? Credit memo is a positive increase. Increase on a particular month. Which month? The June 30. So 300,000. Okay. And this 300,000 supposedly increase. So therefore, these are receipts. So papasok yan, daging unang dalawa-dalawahang effect ito, no? Papasok mo sa month, then ano epekto nito? Receipts ba o disbursement? So this case, credit memo is a receipts. So we put 300,000 here. Then the second rule is, if ever na magkadikit siya ng column, upon this presentation, kung dati ay positive yan, kapag magkatabi, gagawin mo siyang magkaaway, then 300,000. Okay? So 300 positive, katabi niya, dahil pumasok sa receipts, 300,000. Okay. So we're done with this one. Next, all of the credits for 3,600,000, ito yon, alam na natin yan. Including June NSF. NSF is a debit memo, no sufficient fund, of 100,000 and a service charge of 4,000. This is also a debit memo. Yung dalawa na yan noong June. Kung paghihiwalayin natin, we add another row here. We have the NSF, then we have the service charge. NSF for the June, ipapasok natin muna sa month of June because it refers to the month of June. So we have 100,000 and also 4,000. But this case, Since ito ay debit memo, this is a deduction, decrease. So we will put a negative sign here as also on the 4,000 of negative 4,000. Now, ano epekto nito sa receipts sa disbursement? This debit memo are disbursement. Okay? Yung credit memo are receipts. So now we will put it this June on the disbursement column, which is 100,000 and 4,000. Since na magkalayo, the second stage or step, since na magkalayo, kayo na magkatabi, magkaaway, since na magkalayo, magkabatiyan. Okay, gagawin mo tong negative, parehas lang, no? Ikakopy niya kung ano ang sign noong kanina dito. So, para lang matandaan nyo, no, yung wala namang sinasabi sa standard yun actually. Para lang maintindihan mo, kapag magkatabi, magkaaway, magkalayo, magkabati. Okay? Now, what's next? Okay na tayo. Tapos na tayo dito. Okay? Dito naman tayo pumunta sa bank statements. Balance 30, okay na, 1,650. Tataas ko lang to. Oops. Okay. Bank debits. So, ibig sabihin, nag-decrease, na-debit tayo, no? 2,500,000, which is ito na yun. Then, out of the 2,500,000, sinabi dito, nakasama daw dyan yung 1,000 na service charge. Ano ba yung service charge? These are debit memo. Ang debit memo sa nakikitang reconciling items sa book po. Ito po yon debit memo. Debit memo sa July. O, dito mo tayo sa 1,000. July. Debit memo, July. So this is, pupunta ka sa July kasi July na ngayon. Dito ka pupunta ngayon. Kanina tapos na tayo dito. Dito ka na ngayon magpapasok July kasi sabi month of July. So how much? 1,000. Okay? Ano po ba tong debit memo? Receipts ba yan o disbursement? Disbursement po yan. So 1,000. However, this nga pala, since na ito ay debit memo dito sa July, minus po ito. Yan. Ay, minus yon debit memo. Then papasok sa disbursement. So this is a 1,000 magkatabi, magkaaway. So tama na ito. Negative to, positive yan. Okay, ano pa? And June outstanding check. June outstanding checks of 854. Outstanding check, these are the bank reconciling item as a deduction to the month incurred. So June, punta tayo sa June. Outstanding check ng June, ito. 854,000. Anong sabi natin? This is our deductions, no? Outstanding checks is deduction, 854. 854. So ngayon, since na ito ay deduction, papasok ba siya sa receipt o disbursement? Of course, on the disbursement. So negative 854,000. Bakit po negative? Kasi magkalayo. Ikakopy niya lang yung sign mo dito, papunta dito. Okay, next. Back credit for July, including credit memo. Credit memo na naman. Credit memo is a book reconciling item. So dito dapat yan. Book reconciling item of 500,000. That is for July. So July, dito tayo. 500,000. Yung 500,000 na yan is a credit memo. So therefore, since na nagpumasok, papasok natin sa receipts natin 500,000. Okay? Positive ito, magkalayo, and therefore, this is 5,000. Okay? Kaya lang, hindi ko na pala nakulayan. Tika na natin. Kanina dito, yung 300,000. Kulayan natin. I'm sorry. I forgot. So, yung 300,000, ito yon. Then, yung 100,000, saka yung 4,000, pagsamahin na natin. Okay? Tapos, yung 1,000 dito, ito yon. Then next, yung 854, dito naman siya. Ayun. So last ay nandito tayo sa 854. Let us continue para mabalikan mo yung kulay. Bank credits for July including credit memo for bank loan of 500,000. So ito pa pala, 500,000. May pasok na tayo dyan. 500,000 ito, what color? Ano ang mapili? Ayan. Okay, ano pa? Ito na, June deposit in transit of 400,000. Analyze muna natin. June, deposit in transit, sir. Sa nakikita yung deposit in transit, that is a bank reconciling items nandito. And that was for the June. So therefore, you put it on the June. Then we have the 400,000. And deposit in transits are receipts, no? And therefore, you put it here, 400,000. However, the sign will be negative here because magkatabi, magkaaway. Okay. Alright, so we have already finished yung mga information. So let us test the balances. No? So 1196, 42, 3497, then we have 81899. Same manner here. Then we have the balances here. We just compare if it is equal yung mga amount doon sa book and bank. As we can see here, hindi pa siya equal, no? Okay. Hindi pa equal yet, tapos na yung problem. Wala na tayong iba pang information na available. Ganun minsan ang problem. So maswerte tayo kung yung problem, binigay yung mga information. So we cannot say that we are done here because it's not equal, no? Either dalawa lang ito. Una is nagkamali ka ng entry. O balikan natin, nakikita naman natin, sa tingin ko, tama naman yan. Pangalawa, at kapag hindi pa rin talaga balanse, there is a missing item. Okay. So, kanina na-compute natin yung ending balance nitong mga to. Ito yung formula. Meron pa tayong kailangang sauluhin na dalawang formula. Which is una, with the third one is you identify yung debit, I mean yung deposit in transit na ending balance sa kay outstanding check na ending balance. Okay? As well as sometimes sa kalimitan, hinahanap din yung credit memo ending balance saka yung debit memo ending balance. Okay? Pero this time, sa tingin ko, ano bang kulang nito? Ang kulang nito is we have meron kasing debit ending dito sa may ending dito eh. Malamang hinahanap dito tong ending na to. Okay? Kasi hinahanap din minsan tong ending balance ng July, ending balance ng pre-current month, saka ending balance ng debit na ending month. But this case, binigay. Okay, malamang ang hinahanap niyan ito. Ito yung kulang natin. Okay? So to test that, yung ending balance ng deposit and transit sa outstanding check. So what is the formula, no, how to compute the ending balance of deposit in transit. First, let us compute yung deposit in transit na ending balance. So we have the deposit in transit of June, which is how much? Deposit in transit in June, ito 400. Okay. Okay. So we have the beginning balance of the deposit transit. Then we add lahat ng uh, receipts, no? Cash receipts. Ano bang banggit ko din ngayon? Cash receipts, book, cash receipts. Yung adjusted. So the book cash receipts, ito yon, is 4,200,000. Bakit po inad? We're talking about deposit in transit. Okay? Yung mga deposit in transit, actually yung papasok sa atin na account kapag pinreset na sa bangko. Sa ating book ay pumasok, pero sa bangko hindi pa napasok. So in transit pa lang. So in-add natin yung pumasok, lahat na pumasok sa atin. Kasi assuming ito yung nasa book natin eh. So i-add pa natin yung deposit transit ng June. So ito lahat yung kumbaga, ito yung lahat ng pumasok sa aklat natin. Pero i-compare natin to doon sa balance na na-recognize lang ng bangko. Said the report, yun yung ending balance. So ima-minus natin ngayon doon sa acknowledge, no? Bank acknowledgement. Bank acknowledge. Kung ano yun na acknowledge. So we refer to the amount of beginning balance. Bank acknowledge na deposit ay how much lang? 3,500,000. So therefore, 400 plus 4,200,000 minus 3,500,000. So this is the deposit in transit on July. So paano? Ano ba ibig sabihin nun? Lahat ng ating dineposit, ito yon. Ima-minus lahat ng acknowledge ng bangko lang. Ito yon. So ang natira, ang hindi pa na-acknowledge ng bangko, na deposit natin ay yung 1,100,000 kapag minus siya. Okay? So yung 1,100,000, dito siya 1,100,000 for the July, and these are the 1,100,000. Okay? Also. Kasi nga, receipt. So magkalayo, magkabate, 1,100,000 pareha pa sa positive. As you can see, na-resolve na natin yung balance ng receipts. 4,200,000, 4,200,000, zero balance. Okay. So we color this one. Yeah. Okay, meron pa tayo dito, hindi pa balance. So sabi ko nga kanina, malamang itong outstanding balance check ng July kasi nga yung debit memo binigay naman ng July. So malamang ito yon. So let us see. So paano naman malalaman yung ending balance ng outstanding check? So yung outstanding check are these checks. Yung checks na to is sa ating aklat, lumabas na. Nag-issue na tayong cheque. Yung pinagbigyan natin ng cheque ay hindi niya pa nape-present sa bangko. So sa bangko na balance natin, hindi pa siya na-minus. Ang tawag doon, outstanding check. So therefore, to know the ending balance of outstanding check for the June, kokopyahin mo lang yan, outstanding check for the June, 854. Okay? Then we add, okay, since na ito ay outstanding check, no? Ang i-add natin lahat ng checks issued or drawn, issued by checks issued by per book. So we refer now to the adjusted, no? Checks issued per book, adjusted ito. Kanina ito, 4,200,000 dito yun eh. Ngayon ito naman, 3,497. Then we'll deduct all checks honored. No? Checks honored per bank. Ibig sabihin ng in-honored, napasok na ng bangko. Okay? Magkano ba yung na-honor ng bangko lang? 2,500,000 lang po. Wala, lagyan na natin ng sign dito. Checks honor ba? Beginning. Paiba-iba yung mga pangalan dito Pero you could the way you understand it, no? So this is how I understand it. So kaya yan yung aking Yung kaninang sample natin is okay lang kung yun yung gamitin yung wording. So we have the July. Outstanding check for July is 854 plus 3,497 minus 2 million. So ano ibig sabihin nun? Na outstanding check, yung mga inisyu natin pero hindi pa na-honor ng bangko, 854. Tapos nag-issue pa tayo ng mga cheque per book na 3,497. So all in all, ito yung in-issue nating cheque. Out of this total checks issued, ang in-honor lang ng bangko, ibig sabihin na honor is na-acknowledge, na-deduct na, pinasok na doon sa account natin, is worth 2,500,000. And therefore, ang hindi pa na-honor, yung mga outstanding check pa ng July, ay 1,851. Okay? So makikita mo kagad dito, 1,851 na yun, no? Tama na yan. So, let us put this one. So, this is a outstanding check. So, therefore, this is a deduction. No? 1,851. Okay? And this deduction is a disbursement. So, this one, 1,851. Since na magkatabi, kung negative yan, positive ito. Ayun. Nadali, puro zero lahat. So, we will color it as that one. All right. So, finish na tayo sa simple example ng proof of cash presentation. Okay? Saglit lang.